No! Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Hey! Oh, you can be the one who gets the post from the post box.
Oh,
You can be the one who
so
gets a
good.
picture with a
Alright, the day has finally come. The Don't Hug Me I'm Scared TV series is finally released in the UK. But luckily for us elsewhere, dozens of people have put it onto YouTube. So before these all get copyright striked and taken down, I'm going to be watching it like that. So if you want to watch the series for yourself, and you're not in the UK and you can't watch it through the official source, just look it up. It seems to be showing up pretty easily on YouTube right now. But of course, once we do have a legal way to watch it outside of the UK, totally go and watch it all over again and give it the support you can, because it's up to us to make a show as insane as this and like as niche as this to help support it and help potentially keep it going. They're all like full 23-minute long TV episodes. So I am beyond curious to know what's going on here in these episodes. Like, are they going to focus on plot? Like, how soon until it's going to get creepy? I don't know. I can't wait to check it out. I've been waiting all day. I know I was supposed to be doing reaction videos for the web series, but it took me too long to get those done. And now the show's out, and I can't hold back on watching it because we've been waiting apparently 5 years for this to come out, which is insane. So I'm just going to go ahead and watch it now. And now, because of copyright stuff, I don't know how people usually do these sorts of reaction videos, but I'm going to cut up my reaction. Like, I'm just going to put in, if a point of the episode makes me actually say something or laugh, I will include that. But I'm not going to just play out the whole episode on my video, because that'll get me striked for sure. And then I'll have a big sort of review discussion at the end, talking about what I thought about the whole thing. But before we start, I did learn some interesting trivia about this show from reading the interview the creators did before it came out. Apparently, like, years ago when they like showed a pilot at like a film festival or something, they even put a trailer on the YouTube channel. Apparently that was something they were making with a American studio, and that whole idea ended up being scrapped because they didn't really like it, because apparently it tried to kind of be like a very modern satire, like almost, I think they specifically said South Park-ish, which is really interesting to me because I would have not expected that sort of thing from these creators, the way the web series is. Like, they said they wanted to redo the show, like this is a redone version of the show concept, because they wanted to keep it more timeless, like the web episodes. And I'm really happy to hear that, because, you know, them saying that it was going to be more of a satire originally, that really makes me feel like, I guess it's still a satire depending on what they cover, but like specifically comparing it to South Park, that makes me think that their original idea was very like, you know, making fun of Donald Trump focused. Like, because that was around the time when that pilot was made, right? So it would have been really, really kind of obnoxious and dated if that's the direction they took, because we already have so much media like that. And I wouldn't want Don't Hug Me I'm Scared of All Things to turn into like such an obvious political joke thing. But we have no idea what they actually meant by that. But that's kind of what I read from it, that like it was originally a bit more obviously political and they just thought that was kind of boring. So I'm really glad that they mixed it up and are giving us something else like this. In general, I'm so glad that the show even exists, because it's like, when was the last time we had a puppet show on TV? You know, like, this is such an interesting and untouched art form, and now we're getting like an adult-oriented horror puppet show. And I think that's freaking awesome, because there's going to be nothing else like it. Now, because there's kind of a handful of episodes of this, I don't know if I'm going to do a reaction video for every single one. That would definitely depend on the performance of these videos. So if you like this video, please leave a like rating on it and subscribe to my channel. Leave comments, like tell me your favorite parts about this episode if you've already seen it. Have some discussion about it, because it kind of seems like this news is flying under the radar. This release is flying under the radar, and I would really like to garner some support for it. So if you want to see me react to it more, please give these videos some support, and I will keep doing videos on it. No matter what, I'm going to watch all of it. I will very likely do a like video review of the whole season. Hopefully there's more seasons, but I'll do a video review of this whole season at the end, but I don't know if I'll react to every episode. Again, that'll depend on if you guys enjoy this. So let me know if you like this video. So anyways, let's get into it. I can't hold back any longer. You think it's going to start with a song? Wait, this is episode 2. I'm on episode 2. Alright, let's go. Is there going to be like a theme song? Or is it just going to go right into our episode? I mean, like, just this sort of art form is so interesting.
Three of us, look closely, you and me.
It's so cute.
Every day we
Again, the duck, like, when we were watching the web shows, we noticed that the duck guy's puppet changed pretty significantly. He looks the most noticeably different here, too. But they're all definitely new puppets. See, just imagine watching this. I mean, that's probably what it'll try to do something about that. Like, if you started watching this show and you didn't know where it came from, you'd probably be very confused.
Right, yeah. Let me check the schedule.
Oh, look at that. That's a cool effect.
No.
They
we
changed the
need to
duck
do
guy's voice,
something.
too.
Especially me. What? I'm not dull. I'm the best one. What do you think we should do?
Oh my, will you look at the time?
What the hell?
Why didn't we get breakfast?
I certainly
What the hell?
wouldn't wanna be
What kind of
late for
breakfast
my
is that?
Job, would I? Almost forgot my briefcase. No, he's
I
one
think
of
it's
those
the
guys who
meat
has
guy
one
from episode
himself.
5 doing the voice here.
Well,
Sounds stressful.
Not at all. If you found the right
It is
job,
stressful.
it won't even feel. That's a welt. Is that true? Yeah.
I think we'll have to pass. We've got other plans, I'm afraid.
no, we don't.
I'm looking forward to doing that.
You give me anything you
Oh,
want
let's
to
go.
do it.
This is very like a musical style kind of song. Like, as weird as that sounds, like this would be in a stage play rather than kind of how almost pop and Sesame Street sounding the music in the web show is.
What, you want to... Unemployed Brendan. Take it away, Brendan.
My name is Brendan.
Oh, don't be like that.
This isn't fair. Ow, my hand.
You're right.
What
That
did you
was
say to me?
Your
very
hand, all
genuine
right?
voice
In the
acting.
public.
So far, this is like exactly what I would have wanted from this as a concept. I'm so glad.
What?
Whoa.
Where'd he go?
Look at these dudes.
Attention freaks, it's me. We're supposed to...
I like he said it's me. Like so far they haven't even like said their names still.
How strange. They're pretending they don't respect me.
Ringing, guys. Isn't-
That's a good meme
isn't
template.
anyone go-
Let me have a go.
Oh dear.
I should get the helmet. I've got the most valuable brain. Here, give me yours.
What the fuck? How would you explain this show to someone unfamiliar with the concept? I just can't fathom if this aired on TV. Like what would you feel just tuning the channel to this? It would only make sense if it was on like Adult Swim.
Oh, that's nice. Who's this from?
Me.
So we're gonna have a ship already. Episode 1. Red guy X fax machine.
One restaurant style lasagna coming up.
What the
Are
hell?
we going to... What's he walking around for? Is he lost?
The lunch.
He's so rude.
Get away from me, Duncan.
You must be the new guy
Sad.
I've been hearing on the house. It's good.
Like the oil from the web series? It's Nectar.
What can I get you?
He's cute, I like him.
Do you have...
Actually, that's too much. Put some back.
No,
some back.
I can't. Hey, fine.
Hello to you.
I chose a bad time to take a sip of my drink.
Yeah.
Look, it's salmon with
Oh,
diamonds.
I don't know if you can eat diamonds. Can you eat diamonds?
Oh, we'll just get something
Well,
else.
don't throw it away. It's wasteful.
What are you doing?
Well, I was going to put it in.
Make the bin do it. He's pathetic.
Yes, sir. I'm pathetic.
What?
Sir,
What
why
the
is he
hell?
calling me sir?
That was a very
Because you're the
interesting,
boss.
like, 20
I'm the
seconds
boss.
of,
Yes, you
of
are.
film
You're
right
upper
there.
management.
Fire me.
Okay, calm down. I mean,
Fire him or kill him.
Fire the whole world.
Or kill him. How on earth was that only halfway through this?
Friends,
Let's
Bricks
go,
and
web
Parts
core.
Limited. All have a valuable
He just says him. Like, they're actively not giving them names.
freak accident helps us appreciate all the times we're not being burnt in a grease fire.
I guess? I love this gimmick of, like, they've only been here for, like, an hour and they've lived an entire life.
Busy? What are you talking about? We've only been here for 9
He's so
minutes.
small.
Hang on a second. What are you
Why is he
wearing?
built like that?
Here, take your things.
What?
What?
These aren't my things.
Afraid I'm letting you go.
Letting me go? From what?
That was a good transition.
Some people think it's just something you do between breakfast and dinner, but not me. Whatever else is going on,
What the-
my job provides me
Volume. Please stay on the line. Your
What?
call is important to us. A member of
difference. If you're having trouble coping at work, please ring the below number.
Can you translate those numbers into text or something? Oh, let's go. Evil robot. We're gonna start off with an evil robot? I'm sold. This is very, very sister location. The three-eyed one? What the hell?
No, just right into the mouth. Don't care how. It's all out. There you are.
What? This is so perfectly weird as hell. Like, what?
Mr. Peterson.
Mr. Peterson's here?
But today isn't all about me.
This is a very, like, a kind of regular show scenario.
Somebody. So let's
Oh,
all
what?
wish him a fond farewell, lovely daughter Janet.
He does have a
And
child.
I think every
The music's freaking me out, for sure.
This isn't what we're supposed to be doing.
No! Jesus Christ. No, the accident, of course. The fucking accident. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey! Oh, you can be the one who gets the post from the postbox.
Oh,
You can be the one who
so
gets
good.
a picture with a paper.
Wait, what?
Oh, my lanyard.
The lanyard's all he cared about.
You've earned this.
Oh. Wow. Okay. They did it. They like that was everything I could have wanted from that. I already said that earlier. But yeah, wow. That was I couldn't ask for anything else. They could have just released just this and I'd be satisfied. But there's 9 of these or something? Like how do you even start with describing that? I think definitely what like I love this idea. If this is hopefully what they'll keep doing with this, because I was definitely expecting there to be a lot more character. You know, like it would have been them like leaving the house and directly going somewhere. But this idea that it's the same sort of format as the web show where they're in the house, somebody shows up, and then without any sort of explanation, they get introduced to some crazy thing. That is such a fun idea, and there's so many things that they can do with that, and it's a lot more interesting than the direction I expected. Because I really, especially off of what I was saying at the beginning, like about their original idea, I really was expecting there to be a big character focus sort of thing going on, you know? Because that's something that definitely happens with these sorts of adaptions. Like, this is the stupidest example ever. I don't know why this is the only example. Like, I have 2 examples, okay? 2 web shows that became TV shows. Fred and Annoying Orange. Did Fred have a show or did he only have the movies? He had the movies, though. And both of those things, when they did that, they introduced a lot of concepts because they're like, it's a TV show, so we have to, like, have a few side characters. We have to have, like, a logic to why certain plots are going to be happening. Like, Fred, you know, the web show of Fred, the whole gimmick was him recording on his webcam. Not only was that a gimmick, that was literally just how the guy made the videos, because like that's all he could do because he was like a kid. But then when he made a TV show, he introduced like all those side characters became real physical characters in there. He went on like road trips, he went to school and stuff like that. Annoying Orange, like that show took place in a supermarket. They introduced a human character to be their buddy, even though he kind of wasn't in the show that much, honestly, from what I remember. They had to do all these things because they're like, it's going to be on TV, so we need to make sure people who are watch TV are going to enjoy this and not think it's just like nonsense. But this, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, episode 1 at least, just throws you right in, and it's just a 23-minute long version of the web show. There were hints of them like actively trying to force in more character personality. Like this episode was really focused on the duck guy, if that's even his name. Like nobody has names still, I think. There's clearly a focus on him, making him like a stickler. Like he wanted to do something so bad, but he was also the only one who noticed that them showing up in this workplace was really weird. So like there was a character focus for sure, and that's necessary, you know, to last 23 minutes. And they sort of do that on the web show too with the episode 6 and episode 3, just to much smaller extents because those are very short. But they like really did it perfectly, and they also threw in great horror, you know. And I was really confused. I guess not confused, but I was just, when they said this was being a show, I was just wondering how far they would take things. And like, sheesh, that was a lot of gore there at the end. And I'm, you know, it's morbid to say, but you know, when you're like a horror fan like me, like you love to see that. I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to do the same sort of flavor of surreal creepiness that they do in the web show, but they totally did here. And there's just some great funny moments. I mean, really, almost even more than the web show, the funny moments just come from how non sequitur everything is. That's the term, right? Like, just nothing makes sense at all. There is, like I was saying, there's kind of the arc of Duck Guy being confused, but in between that, like jumping between the dialogues and stuff, the restaurant style lasagna lunch tray with a cigarette in it and they're drinking black water and stuff, like the yellow guy talking to the viewer about what a job means, but then it just transitions to a urinal trying to call like customer support to unclog himself or something while he's smoking a cig, like, and then he comes back inside and that interrupted the yellow guy's whole speech. Like, that's so freaking weird, but it's so funny. That's just so geniusly insane. The whole thing, the whole way through was geniusly insane. I'm really surprised that this longer episode length didn't really hinder it at all. I'm trying to think like if I have faults with that. Like, I don't know. I guess kind of before the song started in the episode, I was just really wondering like where was this gonna go? Like, I guess it does take a, but that's kind of the whole point of the franchise anyways. Like, it did kind of have me feel like, okay, what's going to be here that's going to be a, you know, more of a crux rather than them just like not knowing what to do today. Like, but then once they get to this place and introduce all these bits and bobs characters, it really starts to pick up and it becomes, well, it doesn't become clear where it's going to go, but it becomes more evident that there's more of a plot to last the remainder of this long episode time. I guess just maybe I don't know, just one other thing. It's not even like a fault, really. It's just something I definitely notice here is like, you know, maybe they didn't have too much of a budget for this, or maybe it was done, it kind of had to have been done during the pandemic. Because there's just something about it that kind of rubs me that way. It's in no way a bad thing. I think it just kind of cinematically didn't stun me like cinematically like I expected. It does just feel like this is Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared on TV. You know, there wasn't like a noticeable increase in production quality, really. It does just kind of seem like they had some more money, so they're doing a lot of sets, which is something that the web show barely really had much of a chance to do. There's not many sets in that. There's a lot of sets on display here. I don't know why I keep saying it like that, but I would have liked to have been impressed just slightly more. But I think that's definitely just a result of pandemic like constraints. You know, like they're really. It just kind of feels like. It kind of lends itself to the storyline too, though. It's like weirdly claustrophobic, I guess, in a way that seems like it was a production situation rather than a creative decision. I don't know if that even makes any sense. And again, it's not even like a fault. It's just something that I kind of notice here. But yeah, I don't know. I have no faults, honestly. I'm just so surprised that was as good as it was. Like, I didn't know what to expect going into that. You never know with this franchise. That's why it's such a fun franchise. It's cool that we can call it a franchise now. You know, I was partly concerned about what they were going to do, if it was going to be too much of like they put in plot to make it a TV show. But no, this felt like them just making a long episode of the web series, and I cannot wait to see what the next few episodes have in store, because it's pretty common for shows to get better as they go along. So I don't even know where this is going to go. So if you checked out this episode too, let me know what you thought in the comments. And stick around because I'll probably do a few more reactions. I don't know if I'll react to the whole series. That would depend on if these videos, like, you know, get good enough views and support and stuff. So like this video and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned because I'll be covering this show and other spooky web shows and just lots of cartoons. Thank you for watching.